In this video, I'm going to explain one of the time-saving assemblies that are in Red Rhino Estimating Software. On the screen, we see an example of an office building, a commercial office, and the triangles indicate data outlets, where the data outlets are required to be installed, okay? So from an electrical standpoint, if you don't do the low voltage, oftentimes you're required to install a data stub up. It might be a plaster ring with a pull string to accessible ceiling. It might be a 4S box with a 3/4 conduit stubbed up to the accessible ceiling with a 1-gang plastering. So my purpose in this video is just real quick show you how the pre-built assemblies we have for data stub ups. Next, I'll show a screen of Red Rhino software. So here I have an estimate opened up, and on the left we see where I've opened up the pre-built assemblies for commercial. See them over here on the left-hand side. Let me just blow this up a little bit. It'll help better here. Let me blow it up a little bit. You can read it probably better. So this is the assembly catalog that we have for commercial. You'll see that there's fixtures, meaning light fixtures, occupancy sensors, switches, dimmers, receptacles. There's a bunch of them, and they're time saving. Now, the one specifically I'm talking about in this video is the phone data stub up. So I'm just going to click on that, and it'll populate the assemblies at the bottom here. Let me just push this up so we can see it. So see the descriptions of these assemblies. 1-gang ring with pull string, 2-gang ring with pull string, 1-gang ring with 10 foot of EMT, 2-gang ring with 10 foot of EMT. Now I'm just going to input a couple of these to give you an idea what it is, but or what how they save you time, I should say. So I'm just going to put one of these in, a 4S deep box, 1-gang ring with 10 foot of 3/4 inch EMT. I put in a quantity of 1. Now, of course, if I need 35 of them, I put in 35 of them, or whatever the quantity is. I click that add button and it populates to the right. Now this is blown up pretty big. Let me just reduce it a tiny bit here so we can kind of see it better. Okay, there we go. Let me just move it over so we can see it. But long story short, that assembly, I'm clicking around here. Okay, that assembly includes, the top line there is a description of the assembly. It includes 1 4S box, 1 plaster ring. Look at that, 10 foot of 3/4 EMT, a connector, a support for the conduit, a pull line, and a plastic bushing to go on the end of the conduit. Okay, so I'm just explaining that we have these data stub ups and they're super time saving. Lots of different selection here. Let me just go put in one with 1 1/4 inch. Sometimes you're required to stub up 1 1/4 inch. I'll just put one of these in. Now, if I'm doing a real estimate, I would go put in all the quantities of each of these needed for a project, click add one time, and it would populate all the materials, including labor, at one time. I'm just going to put this assembly in again, 411 box with 1 1/4 inch stub up. I'll click add here, populates to the right, gets great big because I got it blown up, and I'll click the save button here. So long story short, again, I scroll down here. This is the title of the assembly, a 411/16 box. It tells you what the assembly is, and then the contents of the assembly is below that. 411 box, ring, mounting hardware for 50 cents. Look at that, 10 foot of 1 1/4 inch EMT, coupling, connector, conduit support, and 1 1/4 inch elbow with a pull line, and again, a plastic bushing. So the magic of Red Rhino, part of the magic is our list of pre-built assemblies. They're a huge time saver, and this is just an example of one. Like again, here's the list of assemblies. There's fixture assemblies in here. If I open this up, fixture assemblies for recessed, for surface mount, for exit lights, outdoor fixtures, and so on. Ton of different assemblies. They're real time savers. Again, I just showed you an example of the data stub ups one. Hope that helps. Take care.